Can you clarify one point, please,
Sure.
on Afghanistan? And I guess it's off of Kelly's question, but you said that you all met many times and there was a decision process in drawing down our presence in Afghanistan, yes?
That we met many times? I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Well, you have discussed this, there is a plan in place. So the question naturally is whether or not, at the end of the day, you're accepting the fact or the possibility that the Taliban could indeed take over Afghanistan.
Well, Brian, I again will refer you to intelligence assessments and the fact that the president asked for a clear-eyed assessment at the beginning of this process. And what I can convey to you clearly is why he made the decision. That's also what he'll be delivering an entire speech on just this afternoon. Okay, we got to go on. Go ahead, Mike.
Again, Afghanistan.
Sure.
You and I and a lot of the people in this room will remember early 2009 when the vice president, expressed his opposition to the way that war was being conducted, and his efforts to try to pull back then. He largely hasn't changed his position over the time, if anything, gotten more opposed to it. I guess at the end of the day, does the president think this war was worth it? And will he tell the American people that today, what he thinks about the worth of having conducted this 2-decade war?
Well, I think what you'll hear the president talk about today is one, of course, that he is proud of the men and women who served, and he is grateful to the sacrifices that have been made over the last 20 years. He will also reiterate, as I've talked about a little bit, the fact that he believes the United States did what we went to Afghanistan to do. Get the terrorist who attacked us on 9/11, deliver justice to Osama bin Laden, root out the terrorist threat so that Afghanistan could never be used as a base from which to attack the United States and our allies. And he also will talk about what he's done, what we've done as a country to help prepare and assist and provide security assistance and humanitarian assistance to the military in Afghanistan, but also to the people of Afghanistan. But what you'll also hear him say, which I think is important for the American people to hear, is that there would have been significant consequences had we chosen not to bring our troops home. In April, if he had instead announced that the United States was going back on this agreement made, the U.S. and allied forces remaining in Afghanistan for the foreseeable future, the Taliban would have begun to target our forces. The status quo was not an option. Those are difficult decisions you make as commander-in-chief. So you are right. His view has been for a decade or more consistently that he does not feel this is a war that can be won militarily. He does still believe and support the people of Afghanistan, the future of the government of Afghanistan. He supports a political process, something that our ambassador is continuing to engage in, and he will continue to provide and advocate for providing, and he can make this decision as president, humanitarian and security assistance to the people there. So this is not a speech that is going to give a grade. This is a speech that's going to explain clearly to the American people why he made the decision, what the consequences would have been, what assistance we're going to continue to provide, how we're going to help the brave interpreters, translators who served alongside our forces, and also what the counterterrorism factors are here, including the changing threat from Afghanistan, but including the need to take our CT resources, counterterrorism resources, and put them in parts of the world where we have the largest threat. That is no longer Afghanistan.